The introductions for the characters, too. What a banger this is.
Dude, it's perfect.
If you didn't know, we are over here jamming out to the game we are going to be playing, and that would be Goldeneye 007. We did a video on this when we first started, like, just shy of we've been doing this for a year now, but we made the video
Shit.
We made the video probably 7 months ago, roughly. Maybe? No?
It was earlier than that. It was episode 3.
Was it 3? Okay. So, like, about a year, yeah.
Talk about all kinds of cool stuff. Didn't play it, though. Don't know why.
we did kind of like a deep dive into it to a degree and talked about kind of more details about it. But this time we're going to play it, and then we're going to talk about it. So without further ado, Andy.
You know, the funny thing is a lot of people that were watching these videos that see it for the first time and then they see the intro, they don't realize that, like, the circle is actually depicting the inside of the barrel of a gun.
Yeah. I love that, like...
I'd like to... I wonder if we can find the guy who played that. Because that's definitely guitar.
Yeah.
I'd like to find the guy who set up the tone and slap him, but... Like, it's good tone, but it's like... Oh, it's not really crunch.
Yeah.
Like, the musician in me, he's like, oh...
So what, do we... You couldn't do co-op campaign, could you?
No.
Okay, I thought so.
2-player was versus only.
Okay.
I mean, we can switch off if you want to do missions.
Yeah, let's do missions first.
Hot damn. The secret 007 difficulty only appears after you bought this game, didn't you?
What?
You bought this, didn't you?
Bought what, the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know you didn't beat it on 00 Agent by yourself all the way through.
No, probably not. I don't know. I haven't played this in a while, so we'll do this first mission here.
Go to the dam.
Let us get a feel for it, because again, when you play this game after playing shooters like now, it is worlds different than what you're used to.
I like how it says 9 years ago, and you're just like, I think it was more than that.
What is it? That gives the reticule. Oh, yeah.
What in the? It has auto aim.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Go up top. I think there is a sniper rifle up there.
There is, yeah. Bitch. Trying to shoot that sniper rifle is another, like... Oh my god.
Did you know it has zoom?
Yes. Yeah, I do know that. I forget how to change guns.
Growing up, there was this kid in the neighborhood who called it a snipper rifle. Snipper.
I forget how to change guns.
He drove me nuts.
Oh, there we go. A. And I think it's inverted too. So down is up, up is down.
I think you could switch that.
Can you?
Yeah, go into pause.
I'm so used to hitting B to get out of menus. This one you have to hit the start button.
Did you notice you can set it to widescreen too there?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
16:9 ratio.
Oh my god. Got him. We're just gonna switch back to old faithful. Do you think that this would have been much different if it didn't have auto aim, right?
Oh yeah, people wouldn't have liked it.
This would have been dog shit if it didn't have auto aim.
I mean, so auto aim is really what makes the upper difficulties like. Well, I won't say it's what makes it. It's part of what
makes it doable, not damn impossible.
Well, that, but also like it also is what makes it hard because it takes more to actually kill them at that point, unless you're like doing headshots, stuff like that. And it's like, okay, now I'm really experiencing the challenge. But also on 00 Agent, I think you get hit like twice and you're dead. So
yeah, I think so. And like once you get like more accustomed to like movement in this game and everything, it really is much better of an experience.
Yeah. There is a learning curve.
Yeah. It's jarring at first. I will say that. Like getting accustomed to like moving and all of that. Don't you have to shoot the lock? And you have, where does it say them? Where does it list them? There. So like you have the mission objectives, and if you don't do the mission objectives, you fail the mission, even if you like complete it.
Yep.
So you have to do the objectives. It's not optional.
Yeah, and like with this one, I think there is, like for Secret and 00 Agent,
and
additional,
you can shoot the alarms too.
That was cool. I did like that they did that. Don't do that if it's already going off.
Yeah, I love the little, like you can tell like the explosion right there, like it's so funny looking.
That's so fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like as you go up in difficulty, like for this one, you've got the situation where you're like, okay, all I have to do is bungee jump off the dam. All right.
Look at that.
And just burns out. Which you're about to do. Which they actually do a pretty cool cutscene. If you go up in difficulty, it gets like the additional objectives come out where it's like, I think this one you have to put like a tracking device on something, and then you actually have to go in the dam and destroy the generators.
Yeah, as the difficulties go up, you do have like more objectives and it is more thorough. And it's like it gradually does that too. Like with the regular, like the easy difficulty, it's just basic. Then the next difficulty, there's like one like extra objective, and then the following one is another. Like they gradually until you get to like the max difficulty, and it's just like so many intricate little things to do. And I love the screen, like the folder like layout where it kind of gives like the agent feel.
Tells you how much you suck.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
So like here, you've got oh, is this how we're doing this?
Yep.
Oh yeah, stick me with this one.
This one's not too bad. There is a lot of people that you have to kill though.
Yeah, it gives you the dossier for the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Those chemicals could prove to be a match even for your pheromones, James. Don't take too many risks. Oh, Moneypenny. Oh, I love this one.
Dude, the soundtrack to this, though. Like, you cannot minimize how awesome. Yep.
And it's just like, oh, you mean we actually have those now? All right.
You can get the layout of it, too.
I'm sorry, buddy. But hopefully you weren't dropping a 2.
I love how you run into like all of them in the shitters. I like how they look like elves too.
Who's shooting?
The guys in the green look like elves.
I don't think you can actually strafe in this one. Yeah, you can. Okay. You just have to move to the C buttons.
Oh, I forgot about that with the C buttons. I never remember to use the C buttons when I'm playing like anything N64, unless it's like a needed necessity.
They're like way out there.
Yeah, it doesn't feel natural to hit those buttons.
Body armor. In here, hi. Yeah, I forgot you in the corner. I always like doing this.
There's that key card that's like on a ramp, like it's in like the middle of the hallway.
I think I just grabbed it from that guy.
Did you?
Yeah.
I always like, for some reason, never pick it up, and then when I'm playing, I'm like, where's this? Where's this key card?
Oh, we got company. Oh, it's in here. Somebody's up there.
I like the red that seeps through the clothing.
Yeah.
It is like a nice added effect, which is surprising for a game of this age.
Well, yeah, and on
that.
Nintendo, it's all I got buttons. That ain't gonna help me when I try it.
Waiting for some of the doors are...
Oh, come on.
Oh, you have to go in that room right over there.
Is that what opens it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that room right there. The control panel.
You must have some trauma rooted there. Block that part out. Spray and pray. Classic AK-47.
The scientists. God, that sound is also just like right in the nostalgia.
Well, like getting hit?
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's what we would all do if we got hit by a 7.62 coming out of a an AK. I get the feeling it's going to sound more like a...
Holy shit, you just fucking shot me!
I'm feeling a little woozy here.
Yeah. You're losing a lot of blood, man. I mean...
The stance that they do.
You gotta pee!
It is like a pee dance. Like it reminds me of Metal Gear Solid when you come up behind them and they put their hands up and they have to shake to get the dog tags.
Yep. Where?
There's
Whoa!
so many.
Whoa!
There's so many.
Well, I'm not gonna need ammo for a while. Did you all just decide to wait there for me? What's this? It's a room.
Dude, they come out of everywhere.
What's in here? That's another room. Where?
Dude, it is so hard not to just jam the fuck out to this. And I feel like a lot of these the soundtrack to hear and like inside the actual beats of the song, like there's so much going on.
Mm-hmm. Like this interlude here?
There's so many different like MIDI things going on.
The heartbeats.
The little like wah, wah.
This is not the room I want.
It's a room you have to go in though. You have to get a security pass or something. can't remember. Even the bullet holes in the wall, too.
400 rounds.
I don't know if you've ever tried to carry 400 rounds, but I don't think you're just running through just like, this is nothing.
To be clear, in an AK, that's 13 mags. So... Oh, I know why you have to go in there. I remember it now. That's because you have to rescue the scientists.
Oh,
And you have to get them to hold their hands up to get them to leave. And it's like, I want to leave. I don't want to leave. Oh, I'm scared to shit now. I'm going to go ahead and leave. Let me just go ahead and get out of here.
No. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You had to go in there and open the door.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Like, back then, it used to feel so natural. But
Yes.
as shooters have progressed, like, it's gotten so...
Oh, this is nothing.
It's gotten so different, like, control-wise, that this feels so jarring when you, like, jump into it. Especially if you've been playing something for a while. Like a shooter, and you get back to this, like... Whew.
Got me a fire hose. Not as good as this thing is to aim. Anybody in there? Hi. Who are you guys? Time to leave, Dr. Doak. Why you got a gun, bro?
I think it's a...
What is that?
I think it's
Oh,
a
no.
decoder.
Yes. That's not even an objective. Oh. Wow, I can't talk. That's not even an objective for this difficulty. There's one, I think it's the train mission. You can actually pick up a VHS copy of Goldeneye
Really?
in the game, yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It's like, they call it tape.
I love little Easter eggs like that in games. I feel like we don't get like that anymore.
We don't. And we're getting to the end. Should I kill him? We don't know he's a traitor. For England, James. For England, Alec. It's too easy, Alec. Half of everything is luck. The other half, fate.
As we can see, you've played this a time or two.
Closing time, James. Last call. I actually may have failed. Nope.
Nope, you did it.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching.
Yeah, that line, closing time, is actually from a different part of the movie, though.
I like how it tells you like the hits. Head hits, body hits, limb hits, and what's other?
You know.
Right.
You don't hit their body, and you don't hit the limb, and you don't hit their head. You know, and they knew too. That's why they put that there.
50 killed, 260 shots taken. So, all right.
Get the key and run, bitch.
I mean, we get a pretty good gist of what the campaign is about. You get objectives. You do the objectives. I mean, it doesn't really change much.
No, I mean,
as you progress.
the missions are all relatively the same. Some of the objectives are kind of tricky, like, you know, especially for somebody that's playing it for the first time in that particular level, you see blow up the tanks, and it's like, which tanks? Like,
a lot of these older games, when you play them, it is definitely harder to identify what exactly they mean, because I think my least favorite level, the one that I had like the most trouble with, was the snow level.
Silvernaya.
When you're
You can go into it.
when you're
Go
going
back. It's either that one or the second one, because you actually go back to the bunk. Yeah.
so
So the first one is like the stealth.
I think
second
it's
one you
this. I think it's this one. Yeah.
You get turned around in that so quick.
Yeah, it's hard to navigate. Here, we'll hop into it so people can see. Because like it does look the same.
Now the second time you go back here is actually at night.
Yes.
On 00 Agent, if you just like keep going around and around and around and don't do anything, you will get to a point where you have an army behind you.
You have to find like the cabins and the stuff that's in the cabins, and you get turned around so much.
Yes. And keep in mind, this game came out in a day and age where the internet was not commonplace.
Yeah.
We did not just have walkthroughs online that we could be like, oh, what do we do?
Yeah, you had to have that special money to get the strategy guide.
Well, and I don't even know if they had a strategy guide.
They had a strategy guide for it. Yep. This was probably like one of the more popular times when strategy guides were like a thing.
Oh no, I remember them. I had one for Super Mario 64. With like the big eyes on the front, the yellow one, the official one.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember seeing one for this.
Where?
Pew pew pew.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah, I mean it's almost got like a grenade round.
Grenade rounds. Hello.
What the hell are you doing? My grandfather used to play this mission all the time because he didn't mind getting lost. He didn't care if he beat it.
Yeah.
But he enjoyed blowing up the barrels because they make like a small mushroom cloud. And I'm like, Pop, you can't do that. They're going to bring attention to yourself. He's like, I don't care. That's half the point.
Yeah. What was nice about this is, like, you're supposed to be, an agent and stealth and yada yada, but it's such a delayed. And you're like, you can do like the whole stealth thing with running around with just this is the what, PP7? PP.
They call it a PP7. The equivalent of it in like real life is the PPK.
Yeah.
It's a Walther chambered in I think 380 or 9.
So it is.
And
Walther,
also
yeah.
22. They have 22s on them. Those are a dime a dozen, but I don't think Bomb will carry a 22.
No. But you don't have to do the stealth. Like, it's not required. They give you enough tools and utility to, like, go about your business if you don't want to, like, sneak through.
I mean, I'll say it this much. If you're playing on 007...
The difficulty, obviously makes a huge difference in how you approach the level.
Don't go pissing people off on that level.
Yeah, don't go out there guns blazing, just running around like a madman.
Leroy Jenkins.
So, yeah, basically, how many missions is there? 5, 10, 15, 20?
20 for 00 Agent and up. Agent, you only get the first 18. It ends at Cradle, which is actually the end of the movie.
Aztec and Egyptian or bonus.
Yeah, that's where you run into Jaws and Oddjob.
Ah. See, I never got that far with like the intricate secrets of this game, because it was literally just me and my friends probably entering cheats and just
I had the benefit of having a older cousin who was a little bit sharper with the stuff.
Yeah. So here is the other thing too that made this game so special is big head mode,
DK mode.
Well, DK mode, paintball,
Yeah, I know you're about to turn that on, right?
the golden gun,
Go to hell.
and then you could do like rockets and stuff like that. Like,
Enemy rockets. You ever play with that?
I don't know.
Everybody in campaign has a fucking rocket launcher. Like, you walk into the dam and the first thing you hear is and it's like, oh,
Oh, and then it tells you that
cheats are on, that you're a piece of shit.
you're cheating. That's that way. Like, you can't just
You can't progress in the campaign either.
really.
I don't. So I'm pretty sure that in order to unlock them, you have to finish the campaign at least on novice.
I think you have to. I don't think you have to finish it. I think you just have to progress past a certain point.
Right, but if you have cheats on, it won't let you
Like
get to
progress
the next mission.
further. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have all guns.
Yeah. Slappers.
They should have renamed that mode bitches.
We'll do pistols. Well, we have paintball on. We'll do random level. Make it interesting.
Oh boy.
We are not king. We are a very small channel. But thank you for subbing. We appreciate that. Oh, he said kind. I was like, we're definitely not king. Nah, it took me a while to figure out how to get the proper setup and cables and to stream it and everything like that. It was just, it's a nightmare. Boris
Orishnikov. Of course. This isn't a bad one.
I do not know map layout either, so
Oh boy. Somebody's coming for ya.
yeah, you're probably gonna smoke me.
Yes, I am. If I don't get caught up in this dead end. The caverns under the cradle. You're up top.
I don't even-
Oh, you got body armor. Oh, shit. And I got killed.
Got that mag.
You need to go to. There we go. Ammo for what? I don't have a gun.
This seems like a big level,
Oh, of course. This is.
especially for like a 2v2. Like, this seems huge.
This one is pretty.
Especially for the way shooter games are now. It's, you have like very, like, much more narrow maps, which can be good or can be just atrocious.
Well, the cool thing with this is that multiplayer doesn't have radar. You can see all the paintball spots.
I didn't even notice that.
So I was just over here. You should be, yeah, that's the D44 again. What the?
Oh, now I can see the paintball spots. Now that I'm paying attention.
I thought I had you.
Thought being the key word there.
Well, yeah,
Boy, this door takes forever.
It's a damn blast door. What do you expect?
Do I have any other guns? Okay.
Damn it. I need to get back down to the bottom of the cavern. Oh, there we go.
That was surprisingly fast kill there.
I think you hit me once.
I do have the Magnum.
So did I. Had to be a headshot.
Probably. I mean, it is made a little easier with DK mode, I guess.
Just a tad.
Just a smidge.
Yep. Oh, you came up behind me.
What?
You didn't have any health from before.
Oh, I guess that's true. Died once.
Wait a minute, didn't give me your Magnum? There we go. It was up against the... It doesn't give you the Magnum, so...
I love the sound of those chops. I need a gun. Like,
yeah, if anybody out there can tell us when you like karate chop or punch or anything like that, does it make that sound? If it does, please let us know. Because we would like to study you and understand what goes on. Shoot him, damn it! I was like smack dab right in the damn temple.
oh yeah, I have ammo for my non-existent gun.
You behind
Oh,
me?
there we go.
Wait a minute, you the guy behind me?
Dude, this 4-player though. Oh.
That is not what I expected you to say just now.
What did you expect me to say?
I totally thought you were going like the direction of this foreplay. What?
I mean, to some people, this playing around a Goldeneye might be considered foreplay.
Well, I mean, I always figured pistols were foreplay to assault weapons, but
Asshole.
they're automatic weapons, I think as they call them. We'll have to do one with that next, because I think there's something
What?
cool about that. The automatic weapons, or whatever it is. Not in the cavern.
Damn!
Smoked! How's that lead taste, bitch?
Give me a gun. Give me a gun. What was the most popular map in this game, like for multiplayer? I don't think I could tell you.
Bunker or archives, probably. I mean, there were a lot of them. There were some that people definitely didn't want to play. Facility was probably a really popular one too, though, because it's early in the campaign, so everybody knows it.
Playing Ring Around the Rosie here.
Well, when it's life or death, I think it's justified. So my daughter informed me today that a boy at school called her friend the loser and a big back.
What? What? What does? I think you told me what that means before.
It means you have a big back, you're fat, you're overweight, you're big.
Big back.
They need to get better ones.
Like, big back? If somebody looked at me and was like, big back, I'd be like, huh? Did you just call me a big back?
Yeah, but At their age, I mean, I get it.
I guess.
It's not quite the same as when you have experience under your belt, right?
Well, I mean,
I'm dead.
I don't know. I don't. I don't know what you called people when you were 12 years old, but it definitely was much worse than Big Bag.
I mean, where I was growing up, yeah. But evidently there was like, I think,
If I could hit you.
So
That was a
went on
pretty-
and another kid flipped them off.
Another kid flipped off the kid that called.
No, flipped off my daughter and her friend.
Oh.
Like after something went down, and I'm like, okay. Ask him if you want him to break it off for you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not trying to start a fight. And I was like, okay. Ask him if it smells like his mom. She's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you're not supposed to, but he will.
Yeah. What did I just walk into?
And like, I kind of feel wrong about that. Like, I'm going to follow up with a, yeah, you probably shouldn't say this.
See, that's where I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble. Is when like my daughter and son get into school and people start like fucking with them, and I tell them, you know, oh hey, do this or do that, or like don't take this shit, blah 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 blah.
Well, and that's, what the fuck? I thought you died. That's the interesting thing with all of this. Is that like, if that were to happen, I can almost... Oh, it's fine.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a door here.
I can almost guarantee you both of them would wind up in the office.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it
I'm
doesn't take much to get that to happen nowadays.
And I'm going to have to answer for that one, right? And I'm going to go down there and I'm going to look at him and I'm going to be like, well, Rob, I told her to say it.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, why would you do that? And I'm like, because we wouldn't be in this situation if that kid didn't flip her off in the first place.
Yeah.
So, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. So we'll do automatics here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the scenario? Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you'll only live twice is pretty obvious.
Yep.
That's off the movie. Because it was a Bond movie, you only live twice.
Oh, really?
Yep. Living Daylights, this flag tag, it's capture the flag. You pick up a flag, you run around. You don't get a gun when you have the flag.
Yeah.
That Man with the Golden Gun, also a movie.
Yep.
Golden gun, one shot.
Mhm.
Only one golden gun in the whole map.
Yep.
License to Kill is basically the Man with the Golden Gun, except everything is the golden gun, but it's not a golden gun. One shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And License to Kill is also a Bond movie. So I loved how they took
Yeah,
this.
that is. They did do that.
Living Daylights is a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
It wouldn't surprise me if everything else is the names of a movie. And then, of course, you can do like 2v2 for teams. You could do 3v1 or 2v1, etc. So you can kind of customize it. A lot of gameplay, like choices there.
We'll go to hell. Radar. What in the literal... I just shot the shit out of you. Did you just shoot that in midair?
I have no idea.
Oh, how convenient that they put you next to the fucking golden gun and I go to goddamn jail. Well, if this ain't some shit. Well, with auto aim, yeah. I mean, you just turn towards them, it's like, pop, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally just like shoot in general direction. It's so overpowered.
You beat me to death while I'm holding.
That would have been so ridiculous. Yeah, the more that I play this game, the more I'm just like, yeah, this game really is something special. Let's talk about Goldeneye, baby.
I mean, I don't really think it, like, you can, like, say that we want to benchmark games against different things, or, like, you can establish baseline metrics for anything, really.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sports, you have statistics. It's like, oh, how many balls do you catch? How many balls do you throw? How often does he, you know, connect with his... Okay. Whether you put this game against benchmarks, whether you put it against your memories, whether you put it against anything... This is without a doubt one of the top 10 games of all time across all systems.
I'd have to agree. I mean, nostalgia or not, I think if you have an N64 or you decided to pick up an N64, you picked up a copy of this game and you put it in, give it some time. Don't judge it based off of the first 5 minutes or the first 10 minutes, because the controls at first glance are really jarring. It's
not easy.
It's not easy, but you do get accustomed to it, and it does get comfortable after you've played, you know, I'd say at least an hour of it. At least.
I don't even know if I'd even say I'm comfortable at that point.
I mean, we played what, like 3 to 4 story missions back and forth, and like we got comfortable, and then as we played multiplayer, we got more like quick to run around and quick to aim, and much more comfortable than when we first jumped in.
At the end, I was still pretty dog shit, but I mean, I don't really care. That's the thing, is that I'm having fun. I don't really care. Like, if you're super competitive and you're gonna get pissed off if you're getting like waxed. Probably not the game for you, but...
So, do you think that the experience of this game changes if you're playing it by yourself versus with somebody?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, like, so if I'm sitting by myself and I go and I play campaign, am I going to have fun? Yeah. Am I going to be engaged? Yes. Are the controllers really going to bother me as much as they do in multiplayer? Probably not. Like, at the end of the day, it's a joystick. If you're used to like third person or first person shooters on a dual joystick setup, that's when you're gonna be like, oh man.
So for somebody that is used to playing like anybody out there that's used to playing shooters with dual joysticks, for the Xbox One, you can, if you have Game Pass, you can play Goldeneye dual stick. They made it to where you can play it with dual stick. I'm not gonna lie, it feels off.
Well, yeah, it's sacrilegious.
It
It's not
does
meant to be
feel
played that
off,
way.
but you know, for ease of access, and you can play it on the you can play it on the Nintendo Switch as well.
You okay over there?
Maybe.
I mean, it's exciting.
So you can play it on the Nintendo Switch as well if you have the N64 expansion. So they made this game accessible if you don't have the old hardware.
To your point, though, multiplayer does change the game, because there's nothing quite like sitting here with somebody else in GoldenEye with the split screen. If we had 2 other people here and it was the quad screen,
yeah,
like, I guarantee you, like, all we'd need was a case of beer and we'd be good until probably, what, Sunday?
yeah. Yeah,
well, maybe more in the case, but
I feel like if you, especially like, I'll call out the dads out there that have older kids that maybe be into games. You know, maybe they play Fortnite, or maybe they play whatever they choose to play, whatever their game is. If you have an N64, break it out on your next snow day. Get some snacks. Get some pillows on the floor. Sit down and play Goldeneye with them. And I guarantee you there will be a ton of fun to be had.
Well, and that's the trick, right? So you do that. You got to kind of pitch it a little.
You do.
You got to throw it so that way you're not good. You're just like, okay, all right, this isn't me. I'm just doing this thing. Let them accustom. They take over. They play campaign, for a bit that day. Then they walk in at 3 or 4 o'clock when it's still snowing out, and you're walking in. And you're like, still playing, huh? And then they turn around and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you. And then you just look down at them and you're like, well, I'm sorry, son. Pardon my goddamn French, but did you just threaten me? And then you kick the snot out of them.
Yeah. This, I'm going to be honest. When I put this game in for the first time since my childhood and played it, at first, the first 10 minutes, I was like, absolutely not. This does not hold up whatsoever. And then when we were prepping to play or to talk about it when we first did a video on it, I played it again and I made myself play it. And I picked up the mechanics of the auto aim and I picked up, the movement and stuff like that. And I realized oh, this is not bad. This is really fun. It's good because this game is truly what you make it. You can play it stealthy. You can play it just move quick, run, gun, and just go. And I think that adds to the magic of what this game is. Because with games nowadays, I feel you're kind of trapped in this box of if you're doing a mission, you have to play it a certain way. And if you don't play it this way, it's going to be much harder. But with this, you can run and gun, at least at the lower difficulty settings. Or if you're just a powerhouse, maybe you can do that on higher settings. And it just you're not forced to do it a certain way.
Well, and two, there's something to be said for mindless tasks, right?
Yeah.
That's a stress reliever. I think one of the biggest things with this game to keep in mind is when it came out, even maybe after it came out, comparable games be like Turok, Shadows of the Empire, the Star Wars game,
Yeah.
Duke Nukem.
Mm-hmm. You probably have Quake.
Yep. Compare this to all those, and it's actually better for as jarring as the controls are.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just one of those games that if you have nostalgia for it, you can pick it up and play it, no question, and you're going to have a good time. If you don't have nostalgia for it, but you are getting into retro games, I still think that you pick this up, you give it a proper shot, and you get accustomed to the controls, you get adjusted, you figure it out, figure out the mechanics and the auto aim and stuff, and it is just a fun, pretty mindless game that you can play. I gave this a bad rap when I first played it, like I said, but especially playing it the multiplayer, I can definitely say that if I, had a couple friends over and we were coming down to the game room and we were going to play some, retro games or even modern games, this is definitely in rotation.
Damn.
I wanted to see, because if I'm remembering correctly, if you had two controllers, you could do the dual stick control. I want to see if that's actually a thing. Okay, hold on. Let me see that. Let me see that.
The other trigger is aim?
Hold on.
That's in the actual... So you mean they actually pioneered dual stick and didn't fucking tell any of us?
It does feel really good.
So there you go. Rareware, you had the best kept secret of the century.
All you had to do
Was just let somebody know.
was just go into the settings and just play with the controller just a little bit.
Well, no one assumes that you need 2 controllers for 1 player. Except the people that make it and then don't tell you about it.
This is so wild.
That's insane because that is literally the
Look
basis.
how easy it was just to roam over and just pop that dude off the balcony.
I'm just saying the basis for all modern games is right there. In this game.
This is could you imagine walking into your friend's house and being like, "Hey man, what you playing? Goldeneye?" And he's just there holding 2 controllers.
It's not intuitive at all, but
Like, I'm gonna bring it to the camera here. Like, make the camera big. How ridiculous does this look?
very. I mean, you've got 2 cords connecting you to 1 console.
Think about this for a second. We were playing the Wii in the 90s. Before the Wii? The Wii. How you had the nunchuck and the Wii remote?
That wasn't the 90s.
I'm saying...
Oh.
I wonder if that's where Nintendo was like, hey, remember when we made GoldenEye and you could use 2 controllers?
They make
How
GoldenEye.
about...
Well, they made GoldenEye for the Wii, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then also, I don't even know if Nintendo knew about this. Like, could you?
So ridiculous.
Could you imagine being the guy who came up with that idea, and then several years later, it's like, damn it! I said that.
Imagine at the meeting they were like, "Look, hear me out. One controller has a stick, the other controller has a stick. What if we made a control scheme that is dual stick shooter? One controls where you aim, one controls where you move." And they're like, "Ricky, that'll never work. Don't even bother. That's no one's gonna hold 2 N64 controllers. You stupid." And Ricky's just like, "Oh shit, I guess you're right. That would be kind of awkward. But I'm gonna put it in the game." And somebody just figured it out. And now, looking at what shooters have become, Ricky's just like, I knew I was onto something.
The triggers.
Yeah.
Aim. Fire.
I wish aim was L on this one and fire was on this one.
I'll bet you can find one that reverses that.
Probably.